Welcome to the DeerIsle questline update part 2. If you followed the previous video, you should now have the two parts of Molnir, and it's time to begin to make your way back to the mainland. After exiting the temple via the first walkway, look for this part of the cliff with this stone slab at the bottom. Using the walk key, gradually make your way down this rock face. Once you're on solid ground, it may be worth checking these stands, as from this point on you're on a constant lookout for ghillie items. You can break these items down into netting and burlap strips, which you will need to craft the bear ghillie. Make your way out of this area by keeping the causeway that leads to the temple on your right, and eventually you will come across this river. Cross the river by these rocks, you will know you are in the right place, as there is a hunting shack at the top. Whereas this teleportation pad used to spit you out in a cave somewhere on the spawn island, you will now find it transports you somewhere in the swamp north of RCFI. As we move forward in this quest, we will be soon travelling to the Arctic Crypt. As boats have become ubiquitous on community servers, I would suggest that your next step would be find a boat. These are some of the areas where boats are commonly spawned on community servers, but it is important to note that this is a mod that has been added by community server owners, and as it stands, vanilla DeerIsle does not contain boats. That being said, pretty much every community server I've played have boats in DeerIsle. Before we set off to our next destination, you should be aware that you need to be on the lookout for full NBC gear if you no longer have yours from earlier in the mission, and you'll also need a leather sewing kit. You will need that leather sewing kit to craft the bear ghillie. Head over to Beringer Island in the southeast of the map. Not only is this island crawling with bears, you will also find ghillie items on these skeleton spawns. Simply break down these ghillie items and take the burlap strips and netting. You will need 4 lots of netting and 10 burlap strips to construct the base ghillie suit. One bear should produce enough pelt for 1 bear ghillie suit. Use the leather sewing kit to produce the processed bear pelt. As you traverse this island, be sure to stock up on ammunition. You will encounter many stag-type super zombies going forward, and you will need ammunition to shoot at them. If you find yourself in need of additional burlap strips, just cut up burlap sacks. Once you have 4 netting and 10 burlap strips, combine the two to make a ghillie suit. Be sure to scroll all the way down to ghillie suit, as it is quite possible to craft the wrong item by mistake. Use the 4 pieces of processed bear pelt combined with the base ghillie suit to create the bear ghillie suit. You are now ready to head to the Arctica Crypt to find the green key card. As you approach the island, you will notice a significant drop in temperature, which will start to drain your health. Wearing the bear ghillie will keep you warm enough to survive this. It is a good idea to have a dry bag as your main backpack, or as a minimum some sort of waterproof container. If you are attempting this without a boat, these items will be absolutely essential to keep your items for fires dry. You will definitely need a fire after a long cold swim. Travelling by boat makes this less essential, though I would still advise that you keep your bear ghillie inside a dry bag when transferring through the water. As you approach this ramp, you will find a number of these super strength stag infected. This is not the first time you come across them on this questline, and it certainly will not be the last. Be mindful to continue looking for ammunition to give yourself a chance against these super strength infected. Use the constructed hammer to open the ice door to the Arctica Crypt. Once inside, be prepared to face a few more stag troopers. Once dispatched, head right into this tunnel, then turn right, turn right again, and right again. This will bring you out to this main staircase. From here you are looking for a lever that opens the door. There are upwards of 10 spots in which this lever spawns. It is quite possible you will need to search this crypt extensively before you find the lever. I typically start at the top level and work my way down level by level, searching each corridor. The spots pictured here are some of the areas in which it can be found. When you pull this lever, you will have approximately 5 minutes to reach your destination. As the route to your closing door will be different dependent on where the lever is placed, I can only show you the route from this particular lever. Once you reach this point, I would advise you not advance any further, as you risk being knocked out by the smoke monster. Once you hear that door closing and the smoke monster has disappeared, you may now advance to the platform and claim the green keycard. It should be possible to exit this crypt through the same way you entered. although you may need to find an alternate route should there be a server reset or a long logout period. We move towards the final phase, the opening of the vault. To claim the final prize, you will need to dig out your NBC gear from earlier on in the mission. Be prepared to face a number of stag troopers, but provided you have the correct gear, this section is relatively straightforward. There is a helicopter crash site on the one side of the shipwreck that is not covered by gas. I usually make my way to the other side of the shipwreck, where you will find a helicopter crash site which is covered in gas. From there is a route to swim across with your gas mask on and access the shipwreck. The door you are looking for is the one beneath this beware of jet blast and rotors painting. You will need the green keycard to force the prompt. With the green keycard in hand, press F to open the vault. If you've made it this far, then congratulations. You now have access to some of the best loot in the game. You will also find 2 unique guns, the Snow Owl and the JMC prototype for you to play around with. But more than that, just well done for making it this far. On full pop servers, particularly ones without bases, this mission is very, very difficult to achieve. If you did it with friends, I'm sure you had some fun along the way. The reason I personally enjoy these questlines in DayZ is less of the reward at the end and more of the journey to get there. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, it really helps us as a channel. But until next time, bye for now.